Hi, it's Juris and welcome to Tattoo Shop Talk. And this time it will be a few shoutouts. And before shoutouts, I want to talk about brand Inkclaw and why I like their product so much. Not the product so much, but the whole attitude and the vibe, how the company operates. There's obviously some ups and downs and all that stuff, but I want to explain why I like them. And I will start with the last product that I got sent to me, and it's this crazy tattoo machine, another crazy product. Crazier it gets. And this one is sort of this pen style machine. It comes with one of those basic RCA cables, and it's intended to be worked with this type of battery grip that I reviewed already, and it had this ring type of a situation going on, and it also had a separate button. It obviously detaches with magnets, and you know my obsession with magnets. So this machine, you put the battery pack on, and there is a slot where to fit in this button. Put it in there, and then there's a grow type of thing, canal, where to put the cable in, and then you clip it in there. And at this point troubles sort of start. You have to figure out how to mount it, how to put it so it doesn't get in the moving parts, which is there. As you can see by this cable, it already gotten in moving parts few times. There's some scratches and stuff. Plus it's a bit of nightmare to figure out how to pack it, because when you want to adjust the needle length, a little scroll is here at the bottom of the grip. It moves here, but once you pack it, it's quite small, it's hard to reach, and when you work it's almost like dangerous because this part is exposed, so if it's packed you don't really see when it's there. This stuff is spinning like crazy. When I first got it, I was trying to touch it and see what happens, and I touched it with my nail. It's pretty disgusting spectacle. So basically I can grind my nails with the stuff. And this is one product I couldn't wrap my head around. I always try to look at products and figure out what's the ups and downs and what's the use scenarios for it. With this one I had a bit harder times, and I reached out to the company and I was like, what's the idea behind this product, what it's intended for, and why it's so open and all that stuff. And the person I communicate with, he just said, I did it for fun. Somebody threw an idea and I made few examples to see how it goes. And that's the fun part, and that's why I love that brand, because they just go for it. They have ideas, they worked in them, they invent them, they move further, they scrap the previous ones. Maybe if it's not a great product, at least for me now, maybe in the future there will be variations of it that will grow into something cool. As I mentioned before, this type of button is more like I have to worry about it too much. This part is exposed, kind of scary, don't want to touch it. If for the looks it would be covered with some see-through type of a thing, that's already safer type of a thing. This is the part I don't care about much. This was hard to use, but this is also not a production model. That's more like they tried the thing, and I think in the future this can lead to something else, because I think if those challenger type of machines exist, this is just a sort of prototype to see what will happen. I like their approach. I have seen that, people say, oh, China copied this, China copies that, but even within those Asian manufacturers, they copy from each other. And this brand seems to be step ahead. They invent something, they put a new product out, you see other more mainstream brands, like bigger brands, a month later they have product which looks exactly the same, or a product with at least similar features. I have noticed also with the needles. For example, they make the big needle, boom, few weeks later other brand from the same region comes up with similar grouping. These guys make a bigger one, sometime later other brand comes up with a similar one. This brand comes up with this pitchfork looking thing, give it few weeks, other brand comes out. And I've noticed on their social media there's also a bit of a beef, where I have seen some other brand post their pictures and it seemed like they directly taken pictures from their webpage, and then these guys are like sort of coming at them and they're like, if you steal pictures, at least hire somebody who can use Photoshop and that type of thing. So they also like beefing with other manufacturers who sort of replicate stuff. And I also have seen where they sort of mention some bigger names from this all black work and bigger needle type of a sort of line of tattooing, where they are like leave us alone, these are not our needles, deal with them guys, we don't supply them. So it's nice that they invent stuff, they go for it, and they also stand by their stuff. So that would be a reason why I like this brand. I like to follow their social media, and I like to see how they innovate and come up with new products and stand by their products. I also like that they had this lockdown when nobody else had a lockdown, but they had a lockdown because of you know what disease. They apologized to everyone and mentioned that like we will sort it out as soon as we get back to business. So I like this communication of theirs, and I like innovation of theirs, and I like how they stand by their products. This would be the main kind of episode type of shout out. And now enough with these guys, and let's get to the people I know, or at least I know on social media, and I would like to shout them out just because. So I will do a few shout outs. There will be 2 YouTube channels I want to shout out, and also there will be 2 Instagram accounts that I want to shout out. Let's start with 1 Instagram, 1 YouTube, 1 Instagram, 1 YouTube channel. The first shout out I want to give out, it's a shop. From what I understand, it's a new shop. I'm not sure if they're really open at the moment or they are just to be open. Anyway, anyhow, also it depends on when you watch this episode. They might be working for a long time already. And that is shop in England, in London. It's Chiswick Tattoo. Probably some Brits are spitting out their sip of cup of tea that they just had. Probably you pronounce it somehow other way in the Brexit land. So anyway, Chiswick Tattoo, give them a follow. Go to their Instagram, check them out. Really good works. There's a bunch of good work posted there already, and also you can check there's a bunch of guest artists aligned, so there will be a lot to see. So if you are from that Brexit land, especially if you're closer to London and want to get some killer work done, or at least see some killer work, give them a follow. Why I shout them out? I did work with the guy who happened to open the shop. Really nice guy, really nice artist, and I hope this can help them to grow and get more traction to their Instagram, and especially if you are from around that area, you might become their customer. Check Chiswick Tattoo out and give them a follow and see what they are doing. So now with the next one, let's go to 1 YouTube channel, and it's also a gentleman I did work with, and you have to go there. All the links will be in video description. Depending on when you watch it, some of the links might change, because at some point you can change the extension of a link on YouTube, and their channels are new, so the link might change, but you can still punch in their names and channels should come up. And this one is Alex Roze Tattooer. Pretty cool channel. So videos are kind of weekly reports of what have been done, and it's pretty cool, easy to watch, nicely done videos, very chill atmosphere. So Alex Roze Tattooer, link in the video description. That YouTube channel is growing, so give them a subscribe and relax to their videos. And now another one from Instagram, and that would be gentleman Austris Briedis. He does pretty solid tribal-esque work and very sort of ethnic type of a thing. Very solid, very bold. There's also some fine line work, but check the profile out. Really good stuff. And why I want to shout him out, first of all, cool stuff. Second of all, sometimes we communicated where, like, you know, I commented of some of his stuff and he replied, and then at some point he was like, why are we speaking same language? I explained that we are from the same country, and he was like, huh, I thought you are some Danish guy or at least foreigner who Carlos have teach Latvian and I'm just faking it. And that was a good laugh, because my name is pretty traditional for the country where I'm from, and we laugh together and it's all good. So shout out to that gentleman. One is for his awesome stuff, the works he does. Another one is for that one fun bit that we had in our communication. Anyway, check him out. Link is in the video description, and you can also punch the name in Instagram and find the gentleman that way. Pretty solid tribal and all sorts of, I don't know what it's called, ethnic type of things. Check him out. And now last one from YouTube. It's called SAMP Tattoo. And this is by one gentleman, and from what I understand, his lady. They worked in one tattoo shop and now they went sort of freelancing, traveling type of thing, and they also started a YouTube channel. These are time lapses of tattoos they do, and if you like time lapse videos, it's something for you. It's these crazy like 18-hour works condensed into like 2 minutes, and it's awesome stuff. Really good artist. I spoke with the guy on a couple of tattoo conventions. Really nice gentleman, an award-winning artist, and his work speaks for himself, and her work speaks for herself. So go to the channel, check it out. It's these time-lapse videos. If you like time lapses, it's definitely something for you. if you're not sure if you like time-lapses, still give them a subscribe, because these time-lapse channels with time grow into something bigger, into something more educational, into something more entertaining. Basically, YouTube channels grow, so give them a subscribe, enjoy those videos, press likes on them. It's a small channel, give them a subscribe and help them grow. This was my short list of shoutouts. Shoutouts are there for absolutely no reason other that I like that stuff. Therefore, be nice. Click links below, check those YouTube channels and Instagram's account. If it's something for you, give them a like, and hopefully they will grow and we will have more of this stuff in the future. That was it for today. If you have anything to say, leave that in the comment section and do the usual. Like, subscribe, if you are super awesome, share video. See you in the future episodes. Thanks for watching. Bye.